Did you know that after age 60, your leg muscles can deteriorate up to 30% faster, potentially leading to falls that could change your life forever? In this video, I'll reveal the single most critical vitamin that medical research shows can dramatically strengthen your legs, improve your stability, and help maintain your independence well into your 80s and 90s. Most seniors are severely deficient in this vitamin without realizing it, and you'll be shocked to learn how this deficiency silently damages your mobility before you notice any symptoms. Margaret, a vibrant 67-year-old from Portland, couldn't understand why her once steady legs suddenly felt weak and unreliable. Simple activities like climbing stairs became challenging until her doctor discovered her severe deficiency in this critical vitamin. Within weeks of addressing this deficiency, Margaret regained her confidence and stability. Topic 1. The hidden leg crisis. After 60. Why are your legs the first part of your body to betray you after 60? This question troubles many seniors who suddenly find themselves feeling unsteady when walking or struggling to rise from a chair without assistance. According to research from the Mayo Clinic, adults lose 3 to 5% of muscle mass each decade after 50, with leg muscles deteriorating fastest of all body parts. This accelerated decline isn't just a normal part of aging that you must accept, it's a specific biological process that can be effectively addressed with the right approach. The medical community now recognizes that this rapid leg muscle deterioration is largely preventable and even reversible when properly understood and addressed. Robert, previously active at 72, found himself using furniture to stabilize when standing, not realizing his leg weakness was completely reversible. His situation reflects what happens to countless seniors across America: a gradual but steady decline in leg function that seems mysterious, but actually has clear biological causes. Weak legs increase fall risk by 300%, with 1 in 4 seniors experiencing serious falls requiring hospitalization according to the Centers for Disease Control. These statistics aren't meant to frighten you, but to emphasize how critical leg strength becomes as we age, and why understanding the real causes behind leg weakness can literally save your life and preserve your independence. The good news is that simple daily habits can dramatically reverse this decline starting today. The strength and stability of your legs isn't solely determined by your exercise routine or activity level. There's a fundamental biological component that, when addressed properly, can restore function you may have thought was permanently lost. By understanding the critical role of specific nutrients in muscle function, particularly in your legs, you can take immediate steps to rebuild strength that may have been declining for years. Every day without addressing this deficiency accelerates muscle loss that becomes harder to recover, so identifying and correcting the underlying cause is truly urgent for maintaining your independence. Topic 2. The vitamin D connection to leg strength. Did you know that 80% of Americans over 60 are severely deficient in the exact vitamin critical for leg strength? This startling statistic comes from comprehensive studies conducted across the nation, revealing a near epidemic of deficiency precisely when our bodies need this nutrient most. Researchers at Harvard Medical School found that vitamin D deficiency directly correlates with decreased leg function, balance problems, and increased fall risk in older adults. This connection isn't just casual, it's a direct biological relationship that explains why so many seniors experience declining mobility despite maintaining other healthy habits. The science is clear. Without adequate vitamin D, your leg muscles simply cannot generate the force needed for stability and strength, regardless of your overall fitness level. Barbara didn't realize her indoor lifestyle as a retiree had depleted her vitamin D levels until her doctor connected it to her recent mobility issues. Like many seniors, she had attributed her increasing unsteadiness to just getting older, rather than recognizing it as a specific nutritional deficiency that could be addressed. Without adequate vitamin D, your muscles cannot generate proper force, regardless of how much you exercise or how healthy your diet is otherwise. This creates a frustrating situation where seniors may be doing everything else right, staying active, eating well, maintaining a healthy weight, yet still experiencing declining leg strength and stability due to this single critical deficiency. Testing your vitamin D levels is simple and should be part of every senior's annual checkup. This straightforward blood test can reveal whether you're among the vast majority of older Americans with insufficient levels of this crucial nutrient. When discussing your next checkup with your doctor, specifically request vitamin D testing and ask for the actual numerical result rather than just being told your level is normal. Many conventional lab ranges consider levels acceptable that are actually far too low for optimal muscle function, especially for adults over 60. Understanding your precise level empowers you to take appropriate action to reach the optimal range for leg strength and stability. Don't wait for a dangerous fall to discover your deficiency. Request this simple test during your next doctor visit. Taking this proactive step could quite literally save you from a life-changing injury and help maintain your independence for years to come. The consequences of delaying are simply too serious to ignore, especially when the solution begins with such a straightforward step. Topic 3. How vitamin D actually works in your legs. The surprising way vitamin D literally activates your leg muscles at the cellular level explains why this nutrient is so crucial for maintaining mobility and independence as we age. While many people think of vitamin D primarily for bone health, its role in muscle function is equally important, yet far less understood by the general public. Johns Hopkins medicine research shows vitamin D receptors exist directly in muscle tissue, proving its essential role in muscle strength and function. These receptors act like switches that, when activated by sufficient vitamin D, enable your muscles to contract properly, maintain tone, and respond quickly to prevent falls. Without adequate vitamin D, these cellular mechanisms simply cannot function effectively, regardless of how much you exercise or how well you eat otherwise. Frank couldn't understand why his regular walks weren't improving his stability until his doctor explained his muscles couldn't respond properly without sufficient vitamin D. His experience demonstrates a frustrating reality that many seniors face: doing all the right physical activities, but not seeing improvements because a fundamental biological requirement isn't being met. Without this activation, your muscles remain weak despite physical activity, creating a dangerous cycle of declining mobility. The muscles essentially remain in a state of partial hibernation, unable to fully respond to exercise or even basic movement demands, like maintaining balance on uneven surfaces or quickly stabilizing yourself when momentarily off balance. Ensuring adequate vitamin D levels helps maximize the benefits of any physical activity you do. This biological fact explains why some seniors see dramatic improvements in strength and stability with seemingly minimal exercise once their vitamin D levels are optimized. The truth is that proper nutrition and proper movement work synergistically. Neither can fully compensate for the lack of the other. By addressing both components, you create the ideal conditions for rebuilding and maintaining strong, responsive leg muscles well into your 80s and beyond. Each passing day with low vitamin D levels undermines all your other efforts to stay active and mobile, making this nutritional component a true priority for maintaining independence. Topic 4. The optimal vitamin D levels for strong legs. What exact vitamin D levels do medical experts recommend for maintaining strong, stable legs after 60? This question is crucially important because the normal range on standard lab tests is often inadequate for optimal muscle function, especially for older adults. The Endocrine Society and research from Tufts University identify 30 to 60 ng/ml as the optimal range for muscle function and fall prevention in seniors. This range is significantly higher than the minimal levels many doctors consider acceptable, which explains why many seniors with supposedly normal vitamin D status still experience leg weakness and instability. The research is clear that the threshold for preventing bone problems is not the same as the threshold for optimal muscle function, with muscle benefits requiring higher levels that many seniors never reach without specific intervention. Carol's doctor increased her target vitamin D level from the acceptable range to the optimal range, resulting in noticeable improvements in her walking confidence within weeks. Her experience reflects what research consistently shows. There's a substantial difference between avoiding severe deficiency and achieving truly optimal levels for muscle performance. Being in the normal range isn't enough. Many seniors need higher levels for actual muscle strength benefits. This distinction is critical because conventional medicine often focuses primarily on preventing the most severe consequences of deficiency rather than optimizing function, leaving many seniors with technically normal but functionally inadequate vitamin D status. Ask your doctor specifically for your numerical vitamin D level and whether it's in the optimal range for muscle strength. Don't settle for vague assurances that your levels are fine or normal. Request the actual number and compare it to the research-backed optimal range of 30-60 nmol. If your level falls below this range, discuss with your healthcare provider how to safely increase it to better support muscle function. Remember that blood tests typically measure 25-hydroxyvitamin D, so make sure you're looking at the correct measurement when evaluating your status. Your current acceptable levels might still be leaving your legs vulnerable to weakness and instability, so having this specific conversation with your healthcare provider could make a tremendous difference in your mobility and independence. Topic 5. The 3 best ways to boost your vitamin D. The 3 most effective ways to raise your vitamin D levels specifically for leg strength work synergistically to ensure you maintain optimal levels year-round. Understanding each method's advantages and limitations helps you create a comprehensive approach that works reliably regardless of season, age, or living situation. According to the CDC and nutrition researchers at Cornell University, combining these 3 approaches provides the most reliable improvement in vitamin D status. The first method involves strategic sun exposure, allowing your body to naturally produce vitamin D when UVB rays strike your skin. The second incorporates specific vitamin D-rich foods into your daily diet. The third involves appropriate supplementation under medical guidance. Each method has distinct benefits, and the most successful approach for most seniors incorporates all 3. William increased his vitamin D through all 3 methods and regained the ability to easily climb stairs without holding the railing after just 8 weeks. His comprehensive approach ensured consistent levels throughout the year, regardless of weather or seasonal changes. Using only one source of vitamin D often fails to raise levels sufficiently for muscle benefits, which explains why many seniors who rely solely on diet or minimal sun exposure continue experiencing leg weakness. The reality is that most older adults face multiple barriers to vitamin D sufficiency, including reduced skin production capacity, which decreases by up to 75% after age 70, limited sun exposure, and dietary habits that typically provide inadequate amounts of this critical nutrient. Implement a strategic combination of safe sun exposure, specific foods, and proper supplementation under medical guidance. For sun exposure, aim for 10-15 minutes of midday sun on your arms and legs several times weekly, without sunscreen during this brief period, though always protect your face. For diet, regularly include fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, egg yolks, mushrooms exposed to UV light, and fortified foods like certain milks and cereals. For supplementation, work with your healthcare provider to determine the appropriate dosage based on your current levels, typically ranging from 1,000 to 4,000 IU daily for most seniors. Remember that vitamin D is fat-soluble, so taking supplements with meals containing some healthy fat improves absorption significantly. Start these simple strategies today. Waiting only allows further muscle deterioration that becomes harder to reverse. The biological processes affecting your leg strength continue every day, so implementing these science-backed approaches immediately gives you the best chance of maintaining or regaining optimal mobility and independence. The sooner you begin addressing any deficiency, the more quickly you'll experience improvements in stability and confidence when walking, standing, and navigating daily activities. Topic 6. Warning signs. Your legs are losing strength. Are you experiencing these subtle warning signs that your legs are rapidly losing strength due to vitamin D deficiency? Many seniors dismiss early symptoms as inevitable aspects of aging, missing crucial opportunities to intervene before significant mobility problems develop. Research published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society identifies several early warning signs that appear before major mobility problems develop. These include unexplained muscle pain or achiness in the legs, subtle trembling after standing for short periods, increasing difficulty rising from low chairs without using your arms, growing unsteadiness when walking on slightly uneven surfaces, and needing to hold railings when climbing stairs you previously navigated easily. Recognizing these specific signs allows for early intervention when recovery is typically faster and more complete. Helen dismissed her occasional leg trembling as just getting older, until learning it was an early warning sign of severe vitamin D deficiency. Like many seniors, she had normalized gradual changes in her mobility rather than recognizing them as specific symptoms with addressable causes. Ignoring these warning signs allows progressive weakness that can suddenly manifest as a serious fall. The insidious nature of muscle deterioration means many seniors don't recognize the severity of their decline until experiencing a sudden loss of balance or stability that results in injury. By then, rebuilding strength becomes more challenging and time-consuming than if the issue had been addressed at earlier stages. Monitor for these specific symptoms and report them immediately to your healthcare provider. Keep a simple journal noting any changes in your stability, strength, or confidence when walking or standing. Pay particular attention to activities that were previously effortless but now cause hesitation or require assistance. When discussing these changes with your doctor, specifically ask about vitamin D testing rather than accepting general reassurance about age-related changes. Request a complete evaluation of your leg strength and stability, including simple functional tests that can objectively measure your current capabilities and track improvements as you address any deficiencies. Recognizing these signs early can prevent months or years of declining mobility and independence. Taking action at the first subtle indicators gives you the best chance of maintaining your active lifestyle and avoiding the serious consequences of falls that affect so many seniors. Your proactive approach today can literally save you from life-altering injuries tomorrow. Topic 7. The vitamin D and exercise connection. Why exercise alone fails without this vitamin, and how to maximize your results with both working in tandem is a critical concept that many seniors and even some healthcare providers don't fully appreciate. Many dedicated seniors faithfully perform recommended exercises, yet see minimal improvements in strength and stability because they're missing this fundamental biological component. Research from the National Institute on Aging demonstrates that exercise effectiveness for leg strength increases by up to 30% with optimal vitamin D levels. This significant enhancement occurs because vitamin D enables more efficient muscle protein synthesis, improves neuromuscular communication, and enhances the actual contractile ability of muscle fibers. Without sufficient levels, your muscles simply cannot respond optimally to exercise signals, creating a frustrating plateau despite your best efforts. James was frustrated by his lack of progress with physical therapy until his specialist addressed his vitamin D deficiency first. His experience is common among seniors who diligently perform recommended exercises, but see disappointing results due to this underlying nutritional gap. Without sufficient vitamin D, you're essentially exercising with a major handicap, potentially wasting your efforts. The biological reality is that muscles require both the stimulus of activity and the proper nutritional environment to strengthen and function optimally. The most dedicated exercise routine cannot overcome severe vitamin D deficiency, just as optimal vitamin D levels alone cannot build strength without appropriate physical activity. Understanding this synergistic relationship explains why some seniors see dramatic improvements when both components are finally addressed together. Combine these specific leg strengthening exercises with proper vitamin D levels for dramatically better results. Start with simple seated leg lifts. Gradually progress to supported squats holding onto a sturdy chair. Practice heel-to-toe walking to improve balance, and incorporate gentle calf raises while holding a counter for support. Perform these exercises 3 to 4 times weekly, while simultaneously ensuring your vitamin D levels reach the optimal range through the methods discussed earlier. This coordinated approach addresses both the stimulus needed for muscle development and the biological environment required for your muscles to respond effectively. As your strength improves, gradually increase the duration or intensity of exercises under appropriate guidance to continue building functionality. Don't waste another workout with suboptimal vitamin D levels. Synchronize these two approaches starting today. The combination of proper nutrition and appropriate exercise creates results far greater than either approach alone, often leading to improvements that seniors previously thought impossible. By addressing both components simultaneously, you give yourself the best possible chance of maintaining mobility, preventing falls, and preserving your independence for years to come. The critical role of vitamin D in maintaining strong, stable legs isn't just scientific theory. It's a practical reality that can dramatically improve your daily life and preserve your independence. By understanding the specific relationship between this nutrient and your leg muscles, you can take immediate, effective steps to prevent weakness and instability. The best news is that most seniors see improvements within weeks of addressing deficiency, proving it's never too late to rebuild strength and confidence in your mobility. Have you noticed any of the warning signs we discussed in today's video? Share your experience in the comments below and let us know if you've had your vitamin D levels checked recently. If this information could help someone you care about maintain their independence and prevent dangerous falls, please share this video with them right away. Don't forget to subscribe for more critical health information specifically designed to help you thrive after 60.